All right, so here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, and man, if that's not saying something, right? Got through the gauntlet at 155 pounds, made himself undeniable, and now tonight, TC, we find out what he has for the champion.
It long has been considered the deepest weight class in the UFC. So you know to get here is very tough. You have navigated the waters. You have done everything right. When it was time to press square, you press square. When it was time to press X, you press X. You better do it again tonight if you want to become the champion. There is no room for error as you try to win a UFC championship.
And no room for a 1-pound allowance. He was right on the number, 155 pounds, championship weight. Confidence is high that he will wrest the title away here tonight. Well, there have certainly been a lot of shining moments thus far for the Brazilian lightweight contender, Mauricio Ruffy. Crazy to think that he was suboptimal health-wise going into UFC 325 when he turned in essentially a masterpiece against Rafael Fiziev.
I mean, just that victory, right? Some of the names that he already has on his resume is very impressive for a guy that has not been here very long. He's an amazing striker, tremendously athletic, so fast, quick, and it's the unique style that he fights with that gives guys problems. So the spinning back kick, the spinning hook kick, all those things, use them tonight inside the octagon to try to get your hand raised.
All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Michael the Menace Johnson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Mauricio Ruffy.
Mark Goddard, as good as it gets if you're a fighter. Probably the guy you want in there. All right, we get another look at Mike. Oh my goodness, I can barely get my notes together. A huge early connection there.
It's about the punch, but it's also about the setup. That was a beautiful setup that allowed for him to land that strike.
Man, he's still fighting back. Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Oh, nice right hand.
All right, Mauricio Ruffy out of that patented stance, heavy on that lead leg.
Heavy on that lead leg, big, long, wide stance, letting himself dart in and out because of the size that he has in this weight class.
All right, so close call moments ago, champ, as he found a home for that strike early on. Now we'll see if his opponent can work his way back into this fight.
That was a very close call. He seemed to have him out of there, but his opponent's tough, right? He knew it would take more to finish this fight. Let's see if he can either finish him or if his opponent can find a way to work himself back into this fight.
We were talking about something else, but a moment ago there was a clean right hand that got through.
What a tricky head kick.
Oh, Perhaps an overreaction from the booth, but that body shot looked pretty nasty.
John, you can tell that those are starting to do some damage. This dude better start tucking his elbows.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
Another takedown lands.
All right, now here he goes, working out of the half guard.
All right, butterfly guard now, DC. If you're on the other side, the offensive fighter, what are you trying to do?
I've got to separate him, John. I can't leave him against the octagon. That is how they get up. They use the fence as a barrier to get back to their feet. You got to put your body between your opponent and the fence so that you can really control him.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Final seconds of round one. Round two coming up. All right, that'll do it for the round. Johnson's got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds.
Way too many. You're way too good for that. All right, you gotta protect your body.
All right, let us get you some replays from that previous round. He certainly got a lot done on the feet, and as such, he has opened up a pretty significant gash above his opponent's eye.
Yeah, it was a buildup. He just kept popping him. He kept hitting him until something opened him up. And now he can see the damage that he's inflicting. Nothing feels better to a fighter than to see the person wearing your work. That is exactly what's going on right now.
And the cut man is not the only one that is going to keep an eye on that wound as this next round gets underway. All right, there it is, yet another strike targeting that already bruised area on his body.
Well, you can tell that he had a purpose to come out here, make an investment, and see how it would play out. It seems to be working right now.
Yeah, Ruffy does move like that, and he moves with a lot of confidence. This whole Fighting Nerds team, though, man, they are really turning into something special.
Man, look at that beautiful cross. Rhythm and blues. Rhythm on one side, blues on the other.
This was one of his best skills. We knew it coming into the fight.
Oh, big head kick there. Just over 2 minutes. Oh! That's a nice strike there. Caught him right at the end of his range.
Those are the shots that ultimately lead to finishes.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Oh, huge kick to the leg.
Oh, my goodness. Oh!
30 seconds, round two. Fighter blocks a punch. Final seconds of the round. 10 minutes down. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
Good. Good. Let's go.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Big shot to the head.
Nice feint with a right punch there by Ruffy.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Great upper body movement defensively, slips another strike there, and offensively he hasn't been a world beater, but defensively he's been strong today.
And that has to cause frustration for the opponent, not being able to hit a guy that you want to really put away. But that's a testament to the head and the activity and the awareness of this fighter defensively.
Under 3 minutes now to go. This is some of the best action we've seen in a while, unless you like defense. Both fighters really trying to impose their game on the other.
Well, John, I don't want to allow the other guy to get momentum. The moment it moves in one direction, it just sways right back. Both are competing at a high level. Gets to the single collar tie. And now some separation.
Oh, man, that...
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots. This rolls. He's in his zone, right? Sometimes you're just in his zone. You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Oh, man, he's hurt. I am no analyst, but... maybe wrestle?
Yeah, he might need to wrestle here. He needs to hope that his opponent gets excited, overthrows, and presents his hips to him so he can level change and take him to the mat. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Quick hip movement there, and he doesn't get back to his feet. Nicely done. Oh, saved by the bell there. The round is over. He got knocked down before you heard the horn. And, of course, he's only got 60 seconds with which to recover. Not a lot of time to get his head back into this one.
You know that, okay? Keep your hands up.
All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
You ready, Josh? Ready? Let's go.
Championship rounds are upon us. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecards will not be needed. If we continue to fight as we did in the previous round, somebody is going to sleep.
feint left there by Johnson.
Punch over the top.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take them back to his feet.
Oh, nice high kick. Massive hook land, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. That one landed clean.
Just over 3 minutes.
Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Oh, that power one got through as well.
He better keep those hands high. And they would win it impressively. That's exactly what they did. Congratulations, champ.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Michael the Menace Johnson.
Oh, take my money, DC. We got a new UFC lightweight champion. This is a belt that doesn't always change hands very often. There's a new king at 155 pounds.
The most exciting moment in